So Ekko got buffed. He clears jungle faster, his first ability does more damage, and his ultimate heals him up a lot more. He is incredibly strong right now. So today I'm gonna be playing Ekko. I got 2 gameplays for you guys, and I'm gonna explain to you guys how to build him. And even for you Ekko mains out there, you're not gonna skip the build part, because this is important. So I noticed something about playing Ekko in the current meta, which is this meta is very unforgiving for squishy assassin champions like Ekko, right? And the reason that it's unforgiving is not only because there is just a lot of burst damage, because you know you can counter that with Ekko by ulting, but a lot of champions with annoying knockups / stuns are very good right now, which, you know, when a Senna, for example, is about to root you, you can actually counter it with your ult, but if a Lux roots you, while rooted, you know, you can't immediately use your ultimate. You're rooted, you're just gonna die. When Urgot knocks you up, you're gonna die. You know, when Set ulted you, you can die. When Thresh pulls you in, these are abilities that can kill you. And there's a lot of champions that have those types of abilities that are very good right now. So the number one thing I would say with Ekko is, first of all, try to avoid those champions. You know, try to avoid the champions that have a certain CC that can just easily counter you. And also you want to try to avoid champions that have like untargetable type of things. So like Camille, or Camille is a hard counter to Ekko, also because she can just ult you and stop you, and like Fizz and stuff like that. Why am I talking about the draft? We're talking about the build, right? What the hell am I doing? So how do you build Ekko? First things first, Boots of Mana. You just want to have the ability power. Like, you can start with Nashor's Tooth first. We're talking jungle Ekko, by the way, here. I'm only going to talk about jungle Ekko today. But this is actually better. This is going to give you a faster jungle clear than the Nashor's Tooth. The only problem is, during the first dragon, you're unlikely to have the Nashor's Tooth. So then you're going to be fighting with the Boots of Mana with some attack speed items. So you're essentially sacrificing the power that you have during the dragon for early game, stronger early game ganks and a little bit faster jungle clear as well. So I would say that's worth it, just because you can accumulate a little bit more gold and get better ganks. Because if you don't start with Boots of Mana, you're definitely going to get ganks where the enemy just escapes with 1 HP, and you're going to be very mad at yourself when that happens. So your second item is always going to be the Infinity Orb. It's unfortunate that they nerfed Infinity Orb, because it's such an expensive item now, but it's a beautiful item on Ekko, literally second item. And the reason being is because Ekko's second ability does bonus damage when the enemy is below 20% HP. So having an Infinity Orb is actually really good, because when they're low enough, Infinity Orb will help you get them below the 20% threshold. And then when they're below 20%, even a tank is just gonna die with a couple of blows. Like, it doesn't matter how tanky they are, because your basic attacks will do damage based on their current or based on their max HP. And it goes up to like 8, 9, 10% in the late stages of the game. So after that, Proto Belt. It's perhaps debatable QSS, right? Like, there may be some games where you would want to go QSS. Think about champions that have very long stuns and roots, like Morgana. Like, although against a Morgana, the only problem is her first ability, or like a Lux, or think about champions with roots and stuns and things like that. The problem is, though, a lot of champions are gonna have knockups, and you can QSS before the knockup, but it's unlikely that you're going to do that, because you can also ult before the knockup, right? You want to have something to counter it afterwards, but the problem is there really isn't. You're just a squishy Ekko, and what I suggest you go is Proto Belt, because at least Proto Belt allows you to get like some crazy engages. It allows you to extend the range of your third ability by just Proto Belting, right? You can get a lot further into the backline of the enemy, and the whole point of playing Ekko is you want to one-shot their backline and then ult out, for example. After that, it's situational. You can go for Lich Bane if you wanna one shot immediately. If you're against a composition where you don't feel like you even have time to use your first ability, where you just honestly wanna do as much damage as possible with your third ability, that's when we like to go for the Lich Bane. This one is just gonna give you that big third ability hit. Boom, you go in, and then you instantly ult out. Crown of the Shattered Queen is what I always recommend you go, because it just gives you that safety of layer, or that layer of safety whenever you're about to engage, right? Because the enemies can stun you during your third ability, and then you're screwed. But at least if you have a Crown of the Shattered Queen, you have that one more layer of engage to go in. If you're against a crazy amount of tanks, you go for Riftmaker as your very, very last item, just so those basic attacks actually hurt a whole lot more. When we reach full build, this is where it gets interesting. When we reach full build, you're actually going to sell your Nashor's Tooth, because Nashor's Tooth is only really there to accelerate your jungle clear. But at full build, you're going to sell it, and then you're going to buy the Rift Maker. In some very weird cases, you can go for Guardian Angel. Funny thing, the second game that you're about to watch in today's video is actually one of those games where this is actually the right thing to do. So Guardian Angel, obviously the stats are useless, but the whole point is the Guardian Angel passive. So you're going to go in as an Ekko, and then you want to ult out. But if you're against a comp where you cannot even go in without dying, that's when you go for the Guardian Angel. Because then, you know, maybe it's like a 50-50 chance where you're immediately going to get blown up. 50% you're going to escape, the other 50% you're going to go in your Guardian Angel. And then right at, the beautiful thing is, this is why I love Guardian Angel and Ekko. Right after Guardian Angel, they're of course gathered around you. All you do, like, all you're doing is spamming your ult. Spam it, spam it, spam it. Because, so it's like a win-win. The number one scenario is, if they stay close to you and you just ult, you're going to ult like 4 of them with full items. You're just going to one-shot their whole team. The other situation is where if the enemies are a little bit smarter, is if they actually run away from you. In that case, you maybe not even have to ult. You can just run away. So Guardian Angel is such a good item on Ekko. The problem is, of course, attack damage doesn't do anything. So you are wasting a magic damage item. But the thing is, sometimes the Guardian Angel passive, especially on Ekko, can be totally worth that. So let me actually adjust my build back before I start building Guardian Angel first item. For the runes, you want to go Domination tree, not the Precision tree. Reason being that the Precision tree, only Gathering Storm, and I mean Gathering Storm and Giant Slayer are pretty good. They can be a pretty good combination, but then I feel like you're just missing out on the empowered attack. Like this one, I love this one. The next attack. The reason that I love this one is early game, because in the very early stages of the game, that third ability with the empowered attack just hits so much harder. It feels like it does like double the damage. Obviously late game, you know, this would be better, obviously. But like, we're not looking for the late game. Late game, you already have enough damage. The only problem in the late game is survivability. But early game, we want to get damage. And that's where we get the Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Empowered Attack. And then here, I mean, Eyeball Collector is the best thing you can go here. And for the late game, we do get Gathering Storm, just because in the later stages of the game, it's going to increase our damage by ridiculous amounts. Right here, we go for Electrocute. They nerfed, First Strike got nerfed. It does a little bit less damage now. It gives you a little bit less gold. Electrocute is actually going to be better. And again, this is mostly for the mid game, I would say. Late game, you're going to mostly one-shot anyways. However, if you're in a composition where it feels like you don't even have time to proc your Electrocute, boom. That's when you actually still go for the First Strike, because then your third ability plus Lich Bane plus First Strike, it's going to do a lot of damage, right? A lot of damage. But more often than not, we're going to stick with the Electrocute. So Gathering Storm is going to be your last turn, as I said. And then for the spells, we'll go for Smite and Flash. So that's it about the build. Let's now get into the first gameplay. So today's video is actually a bit special in a sense where I've already mastered Ekko for a while. Let me actually check the volume. Is the volume good? Test, test. Yes, yes, okay, perfect. But I hadn't played him for a long time, and then Ekko got buffed. And this is the second game of Ekko I believe I played in this patch. And the video that you're about to see after this is the first game I tried on Ekko. And now you may be wondering, why the hell did I do that, right? Like, why am I not putting effort in the video playing at 20 games of Ekko? So the thing is, I've already mastered Ekko to a point where I can just pick him up whenever and do fine. However, I still kind of have to get used to him again. And I have something interesting that you guys are going to see in these videos that I found a lot of value in, actually, was me getting adjusted to the meta. Because as I said, I have not played Ekko for like a couple of months. However, like, I can totally play Ekko completely fine. But I found myself struggling in the meta. Like, how can I explain this to you guys? The second game, you're gonna see it all. It's like a 28-minute game. You're gonna notice it. And in this game as well, like, you'll notice sometimes I will really struggle with some things that I had never struggled with before. Because the patch is just different. The items are different. There's more burst damage. And like all of the stuff I talked about during the draft, right? But you'll see. Another thing that's important though, too, is I am doing a skin giveaway. Giving away 3 skins this month on this channel, 2 skins on my HellsDevil Plus channel. And all you have to do to enter is put down a comment under the video. And do let me know which champions you would want to see me play. Also, funny thing is, I'm not sure if all of you guys saw the community tab. I made a post, right? If this post reaches 2,000 likes, I'll make a 2.5 video Jhin video. 2.5 hour Jhin video. I played so much Jhin, I got like 4 hours of Jhin content in my gallery. Now, look, I don't even have to say it, but I'm thinking about it. You guys know what I'm thinking about. I am thinking about it. That's the answer to the question that's in your head right now. I'm thinking about it, okay? It's not a guarantee, but I'm thinking about it. That's the answer to the question we all know you guys have. Oh, this can be a really good game. Come on, second ability. That catches deluxe. Stunned. Easy kill. There we go. Beautiful. Like, I don't want to say it's easy, but... Oh! No! She leveled up. She leveled up a millisecond before my combo finished. She let up. Oh. Sometimes I can get so mad from this game. Oh, she just leveled up. The perfect time to level up. And yeah, what am I supposed to do? She gets more HP when she levels up, and she survived because of that. That was so sad. It's actually so sad. What was I saying? Oh yeah, what I was saying is, to me, Ekko's ult feels stronger than ever. Like, the damage is already really good, of course, but the thing that feels so strong is the low cooldown and the healing. The healing is so much better now, and you especially feel the healing early game now. Like, the extra healing, you feel it a lot early on in the game. So like, quite early on, your ult will already just heal you to full HP based on the damage you took, of course, but it just heals you like crazy. I mean, this is an easy kill. Boom, boom. I don't even have to ult here, I just walk out of the turret. I have to be a bit careful of the Xin Zhao, but again, I'm ready to ult if I really had to. His blue buff is spawning, and I think I just saw a glimpse of Xin Zhao on the top side. I didn't just see it, but I think in the game I saw it. I do remember it vaguely that I think I saw him, or maybe that was a different moment. I don't remember, but I'm just taking the blue buff. As you can see, I pre-smited it because I already saw him on that side, 100% sure. And the reason that I pre-smite jungle camps on Ekko, unless of course the enemy may steal it, is because Ekko does bonus damage to low HP enemies. As I said, your second ability gives you a passive where if the enemy is below 20% HP, your basic attacks do bonus damage. So when you take your own jungle and there's no danger, you want to pre-smite it, it's just going to clear the jungle a couple of seconds faster, which is of course great. It's of course great. He took my wolves, but I don't think he took my blue buff. I'm just checking with the second ability. Yep, there it is. So of course, if you have your average game of Ekko, you know, maybe a kill here or there, you're not gonna get Gnasher's Tooth before the first objective. And I don't expect you to. You're only gonna get Gnasher's Tooth and Boots if you get like 3-4 kills early game. But obviously that's not gonna happen every game. You know, this is more of your average game of Ekko, I guess. So you can see, I don't have Gnasher's Tooth. So it's like a, you know, it's relatable because this is how most games look. Oh, come on. I need to ult. I wanted to do more, but I just got exhausted. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay under the third. By the way, guys, make sure you give this video a like as well. It just really supports the channel a lot. You know, when a video gets like 1,000 likes or something, I don't know what the YouTube algorithm does, but it just starts promoting it to a lot more people. So if you guys want to support the channel, it's a simple like button, but it does mean a lot. So I have to be careful. Of course, don't pre-smite the dragon. If that wasn't clear, do not. And I repeat, do not pre-smite the dragon. Okay? Don't do that. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. I mean, so greediness not only bites you in your ass in real life, even in Wild Rift, being greedy bites you. Don't be greedy. You know, take stuff for granted. You know, take what you deserve. But when you get greedy and start to try to steal away from the enemies, stuff that's not yours, that's when you get punished, right? Because especially if your teammates don't have your back, they were not supposed to have my back because it was the stupidest invade ever, by the way. But don't do that. Don't get greedy. Like, just leave. I took the dragon. I should have left. That's it. Why did I look for the Lux? Why did I want to kill Lux? Just leave. There's no reason to go for the Lux. She even knew I was coming. Oh, sorry. I know Timo is here. Yeah, there he is. Boom, boom. Really flash. He makes me flash. I mean, this is really good. Wait, that was the Caitlyn ult. Caitlyn ult sound is bugged, it seems like, because I heard it all over the map. Ah, I have ult, so I'm gonna try to... I actually got it. Now you may be wondering, maybe that's worth it, maybe that's not worth it. I would do that every day of the week. Steal a blue buff. You know, my ult is on a 45-second cooldown. Who cares? I just took his blue buff. It's a lot of gold, a lot of experience, and the blue buff, right? So, and of course also the morale. Like, I'm asserting my dominance in the jungle. You know how dogs pee on a tree? That's asserting dominance. I just went there and I peed on the blue buff. And then I left. And I didn't allow Xin Zhao to pee, you know? I stopped him from peeing. Don't ask me how I did that, but he just can't pee. After I've peed there, so essentially anyone that walks into that jungle, what are they gonna smell? They're gonna smell my pee. And then they're gonna know, Ekko has been here, not Xin Zhao. This is the enemy Ekko. So even in their jungle, that's where my pee is, right? Like, obviously I pee all over my own jungle. That's my territory, right? But like having it in the enemy jungle is like sending a message written down in P. Like, this is my jungle, written with P. Yeah, that's how it works. So yeah, that is how it works. Oh, that was sick. You see how you also always have to have like a third eye. So both of your eyes are looking at what you're doing now, and your third eye is always kind of... I don't know what I did here, but your third eye is always kind of looking at where your ult is about to head to, right? Like, if you notice that your ult is gonna hit an enemy, more often than not, you need to click on it, because unless we're super early on in the game, late game your ult one-shots. Like, it just one-shots. So early game, you can ult like that. I still actually kind of one-shot Lux even early game with like only a single item. Late game, this becomes like a dramatic damage, ridiculous damage. You're gonna do like over 2,000 damage with your ult. So, and that's nearly one-shotting anyone. So actually, it's even more. It's like it can get close to 3,000 damage, and if you use the Infinity Orb too, it can be even more. Well, actually, with the Infinity Orb, it's gonna be 4,000. Without the Infinity Orb, it's a little less. No way. I see, greediness caught up to me again. You see how I was greedy? Like, I wanted the kill. I could have just ulted away and gave the Kalista the kill. Why did I not do that? Greediness. Greediness gets you every single time. I swear to God. Like, stop being greedy. Oh, let me tell you guys something, by the way. This is a little bit of... wait, the sound of the game is too loud. I'm gonna turn it down. I can notice that the game sound is too loud, so I'll turn it down a bit. Yeah, it's too loud. Let me turn it down. I do apologize if it was like way too loud for you guys. But this is some HellsDevil Plus lore. I've been talking about this a little bit on the channel, but I'll inform you guys about this. Should I talk about it? Yeah, I'll talk about it. Screw it. This is me. This is my channel. I can talk about what the hell I want. So I've been meeting this girl. I've gone on 2 dates with her. And I know a lot of people are not gonna care, but then again, I want to talk about this. It was actually so nice. Like, when I was with this girl, I've never had this in my life where I kind of felt like... how do you say it? Like... I'm trying to find the right way to say this. You meet someone and you're just kind of like... you know... I think it's you. That's what your brain is saying, right? And then you're kind of in disbelief, because you're like, there is no way I got lucky, right? Like, lucky as in I finally found the one. Mind you, I'm talking only after 2 dates, by the way. This is just how, you know, you... Of course, I have to see her a lot more often before actually making decisions, but... then you start to scan for red flags, right? You ask her this, you ask her that. And every time you get the right answer, right? Every time you get a fun answer, every time you're laughing, every time you're having fun, and then you get home, and all you're thinking about is you're thinking about her. I've never had this in my life before. Like, I've dated a lot of women in my life, right? Dated as in just had a drink with them or something, not other stuff. But like it never clicked in that way. There's always, you know what I mean? I think like the people that are married right now, or like people that have had girlfriends for years that are watching this video, they may know what the hell I'm talking about, right? Because obviously they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or anything like that. But like, maybe this is a piece of hope as well for like the people that are younger than me, or even older than me, or people that have never had this before. Because like at some point you're not gonna believe in it. You're just like, you know, you can think a lot about yourself and you're just like, maybe I don't deserve to be loved. Maybe you're gonna think like, you know, the perfect woman is not out there. I mean, no one is perfect. That's the number one thing you need to understand as well. This is like an important lesson my mom taught me as well. You know, I've always said like, I've always talked to my mom and said like, I want to find a smart girl that looks good and that does this and that and that and that. And she very clearly tells me, right, like there is no perfect girl. And then she starts to point out bad things about me, right? And she's like, would you want your sister to find a dude like you? And then I'm like, no, because I do this and I wouldn't want it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't be too perfectionistic, but you should... I think there's two things that are important. You should fall in love with someone, and you should look for compatibility. And if you don't know what compatibility means, it's basically she thinks the same way as you with important things in life. So like if you love to travel 24/7 and she doesn't, this means you're not compatible. If you are on the far right of the political spectrum and she's on the far left, you know, you're not really compatible. If you are like a full-on gym goer and fitness and diet and everything, and then she doesn't really care at all and she just eats fast food all the time, there's nothing wrong with either, right? I mean, obviously going to the gym and having a proper diet is better, but you gotta be compatible. And that's the thing with me too. Like in these 2 days, like, you know, like I don't like to use the word perfect, but I don't know. I have another date with her tomorrow. Funny thing, while this video is getting uploaded, I'm getting ready for the next date. Just to I'm getting ready. Just to give you guys a good date idea, if you want to steal this one from me, we're gonna. So she loves to paint and she loves to make music and stuff. So I had this amazing idea to make a Bob Ross painting together with her. She loved it. So in case you ever find like a girl or a guy that loves painting or anything close to that, take this idea from me and tell him or her that you want to make a Bob Ross painting together. So like you're gonna do half of it and she's gonna do the other half. And if anyone actually does this, you better send me a picture of the painting you're making. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a live update coming from me. Since I'm not really uploading a lot on this channel anymore, I feel like I can kind of share this stuff. And actually one more thing as well. No, I'm not gonna. This is not interesting, no. So let's now, since we actually have still so much left from this game and another 28-minute game left, let's actually talk about all of the stuff that's about to happen. Look at that damage, by the way. Like, if the enemy is low HP, you just absolutely blow them up with that third ability. Ekko just does ridiculous amounts of damage. Oh, come on. Ult? He's stunned? I got it. Nice. That's actually pretty nice, Dragon. Wow. Ekko counters Xin Zhao, but this Xin Zhao is just one-shotting me. Reason that I say Ekko counters Xin Zhao is because you can get close to him very easily, and you can ult on him, and him ulting doesn't stop your ult, you know what I mean? So like you can just ult on him, even if he's ulted, you're just gonna be within his range and just gonna one-shot him regardless. So in that sense, Ekko counters Xin Zhao, but still Xin Zhao is actually such a strong jungler right now. He does so much damage. Honestly, I should be making a Xin Zhao video, because like he's so good right now. He is one of my favorite, not favorite, but I really love playing Xin Zhao. Yeah, I mean, they just get Baron. And the good thing about these two gameplays too is you're gonna see me make like countless mistakes. And I'll talk about them. I'll talk about why they happen, how to try to avoid them, how to work around them and stuff like that, right? You're gonna see most of them in the second game. Like, second game really is the main game. If that wasn't obvious already. I'm gonna try to kill this Teemo now. I won't make it. I was thinking about like using my third ability, Protobelt Flash, but don't think I would have caught up to him regardless. I cannot one-shot Xin Zhao yet. I don't have... do I have a Rabadon? I'm not sure if I bought a Rabadon already. Actually, if I have a Rabadon, I can one-shot him. Oh, he's dead. Okay, surely I don't have a Rabadon, right? That's like no damage at all. There's no way I already have 3 items. Do I? I don't know, we'll see. Come on. Smite? Nice. Yeah, there's absolutely no way I have 3 items. Like, I would have 100%... I know my damage with Ekko. 100% I would have one-shot him if I had a Rub. There we go. I knew it. Like, I just knew it. I knew I didn't have a Rabadon yet, even though I didn't see it. Because an engage like that on a Teemo, you're gonna one-shot him with Rabadon. And then, of course, 4 items, 5 items, you're gonna keep one-shotting them. But at 5 items... Actually, at 4 items already... You're gonna start to nearly one-shot people with your 3rd ability alone. Right here what I did was actually a mistake. I tried to just push a turret, but my team was not able to defend. Syndra and Ezreal both died, and I should have actually backboarded a bit earlier, it seems like. But like, if they didn't die... They did die, but if they didn't die, I would have been able... Ult. I could have maybe waited a little bit, but honestly, like, at this point, you just get one-shot so quickly, so like... So that's why the reason it's funny, because I played this game after the game that you're gonna see after this one. I kind of got traumatized by that game. That's why you're seeing me ult so early, because you'll see why. Like, you'll see in the second game why I'm so traumatized this game and I'm just constantly ulting early. Because like, even though Ekko is stronger, funny thing, like, even though he's stronger, it honestly feels harder to play him now than before. Because as I said, there's a lot of tanks with knockups and there's a lot of items that are good. Like Crown of the Shattered Queen and just tank items got better. Force of Nature got buffed too. And then also there's just more burst, you know, the light and rune items, they do more damage. So like, people are just bursting you down faster. They're taking the Elder though. Oh, come on, that's a kill, right? Yeah, she got her. Beautiful. What an amazing kill by the Syndra right there. Look at Kalista, Kalista. Kalista? Oh, they got that, right? Nice. Oh, I have to take this Elder quick. Because look at bot and look at mid. We have to take this quick. Like, I don't care that the enemy jungler is alive. I have to take this. Oh god. Ready to ult? Come on, ult. Oh my god. How did I even get that? I didn't even smite it. I actually got it by proccing my passive. Like, I timed my so what I wanted to do is I wanted to proc my passive and smite. But my passive did so much damage, I didn't even have to smite. Like, it just smited down the dragon immediately from 1300 HP. So like, I did click on smite after that. Or did I? I don't remember. Like, I guess I just got it. Like, maybe I'm trying to make up whatever I did, but I only remember trying to time my passive with my smite. Now, I don't know what actually happened with my smite, and I still don't know, even after watching it. But I got it. And now what I'm doing is I'm just rushing this Baron, because I have ult, so they can't kill me. I got ult, and the Xin Zhao is not alive, so I can just simply smite down this Baron, and now we have Baron and Elder. Doesn't mean that we can end the game, because they have both inhibs, but this does mean we have like 1 to 1.5 minutes to absolutely demolish this enemy. We can just easily destroy them in a fight right now. Riftmaker? No, I need Crown. Reason that I went Lichbane, by the way, is because I just want to one-shot Caitlyn. I just want to one-shot Lux. And whenever I go into the Lux and into the Caitlyn, both of them can actually root me. Caitlyn can put down a trap, Lux can of course just root me. So I want to have a Crown of the Shattered Queen 5th item. And, the reason I went for Lichbane is because I want to potentially one-shot them before even getting rooted. But like, the combination of Lichbane and Crown of the Shattered Queen is going to be perfect here. I mean, that Teemo is dead, he's not going to escape. Yeah. Honestly, Ezreal should not have gotten close. Loki, he could have died to that Teemo. Ekko also one-shots turrets, by the way. Like, look, you're about to see, I do like almost 2000 damage to a turret. Like, look, look, look. Boom, that's like 1360 damage, and then every basic attack is like 550 as well. It's like you pretty much one-shot turrets. Oh, beautiful. Just focus the low HP enemy, and I just went out with my ult. And like, look, my ult is back in 20 seconds anyways. It's just such a stupidly low cooldown in my opinion. Like, it's just stupid. He's dead, right? 2,100 damage, by the way. 2.1k. Oh my god. Yeah, we can now end the game. Come on. Oh, I'm alive. And just end the game. Alright. So this is the first game. We're about to head to the second game too. Let's take a look at what the runes did and all of that first. Let's take a look at the runes. And the damage and all of that. Before we move on to the beautiful second game. 30 minutes into the game, into the video, but the video has just begun. He deserves MVP, by the way. So I actually did do the most damage, which is quite interesting. 2,100 damage from sudden impact, by the way. So I have to go back. Give me a second. This one. Oh my god, this one. So this game, far from a perfect game. Let me just make that clear. Far from a perfect game. And when I say far, I mean far. But I still want to show you guys this because it's so interesting. It's content, right? Like, I'm not trying to prove how good I am. I want to make content. And this game is the pinnacle of content. Absolute pinnacle of content. Let me put my chair up a little bit. Alright, just clearing my jungle. Doing it in a fast way as well. I also noticed you clear jungle a bit faster when you take level second ability level 2. You just have to pre-smite the red buff like this. You just do a little bit extra damage. It's just a bit faster. Let's just say it like that. Really doesn't make like any noticeable difference. So if you prefer third ability, that's fine too. I was thinking about ganking here, but I mean level 3 Ekko just really doesn't do enough damage, and you wanna get level 5. You wanna farm your jungle. Ekko is a late game champion. I pretty much never gank level 2 or level 3. It's just it just doesn't work. So I guess that's a weakness of Ekko, where the enemy can sort of expect you to not gank. Of course, there are always scenarios where you can gank, right? If the enemy is very low. Oh, look at Nunu, who's ganked. Ah, he ganked my set. And Urgot is 1 HP. I was thinking about leaving my blue buff to kill the Urgot, but he's backporting already. Then I was thinking about leaving the blue buff and going for the Scuttle Crab, but Nunu is gonna outsmite me. So the unfortunate reality is that the best thing for me to do is to give up both scuttles. Because what Nunu can do, he can take one scuttle and then just use his snowball to the other one. I will never make it. And I will never outsmite him. Very unfortunate matchup. Nunu counters Ekko, by the way, in case you're wondering. Because you just have to be very careful. Because he can root you. He can just heal with his first ability. He can snowball to catch up to you or to run away from you. And he can ult to just absolutely decimate you. And then your ult won't kill him, because during Nunu's ult, he's gonna have a massive shield, so you're just not gonna kill a Nunu. No way. Nah, you're not running, buddy. Oh, he's running. Smart. Oh. Don't ask me why I ulted. Don't ask. I don't want credit. I don't want any questions. I killed him. I'm happy with that. Wait, what? He can see me? Huh? Wait. Wait. How did he know? How is he juking me? Look. How was he juking me if he had no vision? Did he have a ward that ran out exactly when I used sweeper, or what just happened? How did he know? He was like juking me every time I moved up and down, up and down. Maybe it was coincidence. I think I'm tripping. It has to be coincidence, right? Or is he map hacking, right? I don't think it is. It has to be coincidence. Man, I'm drinking so much water. It's insane. I've drank like 3 of these in the last hour. Ugh. You know what's also funny? This is what happens with me in my life very often. It's always either like all of the positive things come in one go or all of the negative things come in one go. It's like always, for me in my life, everything comes in a chunk. I'm not sure if anyone else has this, but like, for example, if if there is a bad time, maybe I'll lose like a lot of business. I'll have like trouble with some stuff regarding my work. And then also something else that didn't go through, like somewhere I had to travel or some job didn't go through. Always every bad thing in one go. Always. The worst one was honestly when Wild Rift Esports died. Because I had something real good going. And then suddenly I got the news, right? Like Wild Rift Esports died. It was terrible. And then something else also happened. I think I had like an injury or something. So like I couldn't go to the gym. Everything was bad. Like, oh yeah, I remember there was also a business that I wanted to start with some of my friends. It didn't happen because of some stuff. All of that happened in like the matter of a day. Because the day these friends are in Germany, I was in Germany and then I got the news about Wild Rift Esports. So all of the negative stuff in one go. Right now. Oh, and when I went to Singapore, I got like a crazy new job. Obviously going to Singapore as well. And I had something else going too. All of the good stuff happening in one go. And now too, all of the good stuff is happening too. Obviously, like I have a main YouTube channel, second channel. I feel very good. My fitness journey is going well. Like, everything is going well. I met this girl, which is amazing. And I started up this fitness and diet coaching program, which is incredibly successful actually. So many people are being helped and so many people are going to transform their lives. And I just feel so damn good right now. But like, I don't take it for granted because I know everything can come fast, but it can go away just as fast and maybe even faster. I don't think I can outsmite a Nuno, but I'm just gonna try. Yeah, I can try, but I'm never gonna outsmite him. But that's the thing, like you really get humbled in life. Even though you may think you can't, even though you may think you're invincible, I don't care if you have a lot of money, if you have partner in your life, if you have your dream job, if you have whatever, you finally did that travel, there is always something that can mess up everything. And it happens exactly when you don't see it coming. Like that's the number one thing, and you need to be ready for it. It's very important. Like you need to be ready for it. You shouldn't cry and complain about everything. Like I could have given up when Wild Rift Esports died, right? Like I could have gone back to college. I could have just said, screw it, I don't care, done YouTube part-time and been like, never mind. But then all of this stuff would not have happened. I also got a new job. That's another thing as well. I got like a new part-time job, which has been a bit of a dream job as well for me. I'm not going to give specifications on this one. You guys will see later. If you want to know what this job is going to be, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links are in the description. But like, you have to keep working. You have to keep trying to look for new things. You should never settle. In a sense of like you shouldn't get, I'm not saying this in a way where you should get greedy, but you should never settle in like, you should always be looking for some new stuff to explore in life. Wow, why am I talking so much? Oh, why am I not just focusing on the Wild Rift stuff? To be fair, you know why I'm not? I've already been creating Wild Rift content for 3 years, so to kind of mix it up and to kind of do my own thing, first things first, I do whatever the hell I want, and this is what I want to do now. And second thing, I know videos like where I talk like this, I know I'm gonna lose viewers and I know I lose subscribers and stuff like that. But to me, I'm at a point where I just want to have fun and build like genuine connections with people. Because after I did the fitness and diet coaching program, I had over 100 calls with a lot of people. Of course, almost all of these people were viewers of mine. And that really made me appreciate this more, the job that I have. And it really made me appreciate my way of doing things more too. Because so many people that I was on a call with, they just kind of told me like, this is what I heard a lot, right? Like they said that my channel feels different in a sense where, and this was the best thing I had ever heard. Some of them told me that it feels like I am a friend to them, right? Because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm just kind of talking in a way where I'm sharing with you guys all of the stuff I learned in my life, all of my stories, all of the things I've been through, what I think about things, instead of just talking about you have to smite like this and Ekko like this. Of course, it's still going to be like 80% Wild Rift, right? But sometimes it's gonna be 20% talking about random stuff too. Overall, right? Like some videos is gonna be like this one. I'm talking a lot about random stuff because I'm in the mood for it. But sometimes it'll be like 100% wilders, right? If you like it, you're welcome. If you don't like it, you're still welcome, but you're also welcome to unsubscribe. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god. But like, I don't make these videos in a way where I'm just trying to get the most viewers, the best retention and all of that YouTuber stuff. I mean, I do that a lot, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Obviously I do, because it's my job and that's the best way to go on with this job. But I've learned to just appreciate having fun in my job. It's not all about, you know, trying to get the best results and all of that. It really isn't. Having fun is more important. He's gonna run away. I'm not gonna get him. I didn't even flash because I'm just not gonna catch him. So now the actual game will begin. In a sense where now you're gonna see why this game becomes problematic. And I'm not gonna talk about all of the stuff I've been talking about now, because now there's not gonna be any time to do that. So here we can see, this is the moment I talked about. This is like your big power spike where you get Infinity Orb. Sorry. Infinity Orb and a Proto Belt, right? Like this is where you're gonna start to sort of not one-shot people, but where you actually do a lot of damage. So the whole point of playing Ekko, you go in, you ult. That's kind of the whole point in most cases. So now let's think about how this could potentially be problematic into this composition, right? So let's take a look at the enemies. First things first, Kalista. Kalista, I can catch Kalista. Okay, Kalista's not a problem. Urgot. Urgot is a massive problem. Whenever I go in, he can knock me up. Alistar. Alistar is a massive problem. Oh my god, what an insane set ult. So, because Alistar can knock me up when I go in, right? Fizz is a pretty big problem. Oh, what a beautiful engage. It's just beautiful. I'm ulting here because the Fizz engaged on me. Nunu is a massive problem because he can ult and he can root me. So we currently have four massive problems. Only Kalista is not really a problem. I know she's mobile, but I'm just gonna one-shot her anyways. But 4 massive problems, including 2 of them that can just knock me up easily. During a knock-up, I can get killed. And they have the tools to kill me. So think about that and think about how the hell am I supposed to engage, right? Like what am I supposed to do to go into them and actually kill someone? Because they have the tools to stop that pretty easily. The only one I could genuinely just kill is Kalista. That's the only it's one enemy. This is not a good Ekko draft. So then the question arises, right? Like how do you play this game? How do you play this game on Ekko? What are you supposed to do? And the answer is you don't. You're gonna suffer. Like you are simply gonna suffer in a game like this. What I suggest you do is try to find like a window or a win condition in a game like this. Because if I go in myself, I'm just gonna get one shot. Like, I'm literally just gonna die every single time. Ah, I think he was behind that wall. The Heartsteel counted down for like a millisecond, but then he just backported already. So like, what is our win condition here? I should probably wait for the set to go in and then follow up. He's been having some very good ultimates, because after that, you know, they may use some abilities on set, which allows me to go in. So if I go in here alone, I can't. Like, I really can't. Like, let's see, what am I gonna try to do? Or this is also another way to actually survive getting one shot, is using your second ability. I also noticed you should not go in without your second ability if the enemies have a comp like this. So right here, what I was thinking is I'm just ready to just dive the Kalista or the Fizz and get a free kill. I was like ready for that. That's all I was thinking about, right? Like I just want to dive in, kill the Kalista or kill the Fizz and just ult out. So let's actually see how that goes, right? Like now we're curious. How the hell does it... What the hell is going to happen? Am I going to get it? Am I not going to get it? What's going to happen? I really want my Rabadon because now this allows me to one-shot. Now I have enough damage to one-shot Fizz or Kalista. That's the truth, right? Like if I go on them and get my combo on them, they will get one-shot. But then the question arises, can I actually go onto them and get that combo onto them? That's the one thing, that's the whole thing we're talking about, right? Of course, keep clearing jungle. This is something I noticed as well. Like this game, Nunu has been ganking a lot more than me. But I'm like 2,000 gold ahead of the Nunu. Even though he's been ganking 24/7, The whole game I've been like 2 to 4,000 gold ahead of him, which is an absurd amount. It's a lot. So this is another way where you can possibly do something in a game like this. Camp a bush in their jungle. Not ideal, but if Kalista shows up or if Fizz shows up, I just one-shot them. So like, try to make way for something. I know this is definitely not the ideal way to play this game, I know. But try to find just one way where you can kind of... So like right here, Kalista, I get knocked up and I just die. And Kalista is 1 HP. I couldn't even ult. Like my ult was out of the question. I could have used my ult immediately, but then of course I would not have killed Kalista. But I didn't kill her anyway. She was left at 1 HP, which was incredibly sad. Oh my god. Insane damage from the Fizz, but they did kill him. Beautiful catch by the Morgana. If Morgana did not catch that Kalista, she could have possibly killed everyone right there. No joke. But that was good. Considering, you know, considering me dying like that, that was really good. Because I didn't even get a single kill. My team held their ground themselves. Janna's doing really good too. She just stopped Nunu in his tracks. But there you could see a little taste of what I'm about to experience this game. I've only died 3 times up until now. Only 3. Wow. What a fun... My life was so fun before whatever the hell is gonna happen to me after this game. Because this needs a therapist at this point. Okay, dragon, nice. So this is an example of a game where you should go for first strike, by the way, in case you're wondering. This is the perfect example. Because like that engage on Kalista, I would have killed her with first strike. Because I didn't have time to proc electrocute. I didn't even proc it. So in a game like this, where you notice that the enemy draft is extremely... just ult. I mean, I don't even want to risk that. So in a game like this, where you cannot even proc your electrocute, you just go first strike. Because then... at least you have like a massive third ability, which may allow you to just straight up one-shot an enemy. Ah, yeah, nice. Okay, I was just gonna say, like, even through his ult, we can kill him. I thought Fizz was there, but he was way faster. I'm never gonna kill that Urgot. Like, I don't care what I'm building, I'm never killing him. That's just not happening. Ult. I can't ult, because then again, rooted, knocked up. There's just nothing you can do against champions like that. This is why I'm saying, like, Nunu hard counters you. Urgot hard counters Ekko too. It's like 2 titans, they're just throwing me around. They're just not letting me use my ult. Nothing to be done. Like, you just get killed. You just get humbled by stronger champions. Absolutely nothing you can do. That's my 4th death, right? And honestly, at this point is where I kind of started to notice, like, okay, wait a minute. We're winning. I know. But we haven't won yet. You know, it's just, this is... I don't want to say this is losable, but this is losable. That was my thought process right now. Because in the beginning, I thought this was a free win. But after I died here, you know, against these 2 enemies, that's when I was thinking, like, this may be one of those games that could be a loss, even though we're actually even though we were destroying them. This could be a loss, right? And to be frank with you, I honestly don't remember whether or not it was a loss. I played this game an hour ago, mind you, but I don't remember the outcome of it. I do remember... Okay, no, now I do remember the outcome. Yeah. Because I thought about the Guardian Angel thing, and that reminded me of the outcome of this game. Absolutely, yeah. You'll see. You will see. Yeah, I definitely remember the outcome of the game. Okay, trying again. One-shot Kalista. At least I was able to ult. So right there, I got exhausted before my engage as well, which is why I did 0 damage. So like, if their CC wasn't enough, I even got exhausted. That's another thing. The enemies can... also exhaust you. Good reaction time by the Morgana, by the way. If the Fizz would have gone on me, Morgana's shield would have saved my ass. My ult is ready. I can now maybe flash engage on the Nunu. Okay, come on. Knock up, and fuck. And then when I ult into Fizz's ult. I could have flashed away. I could have flashed away. But wow. To be honest with you guys, I think the set made a terrible mistake here. Not worth the turret. If Set would have been with us, we would have 100% won that fight. 100% we would have won that fight. So, if he was with us, we would have won the whole game. Like, again, the idea was fine, him split pushing, but he's our frontliner. We really need him in the fights. He cannot be split pushing, actually, so... This is not worth it. He got the turret, but all of us died, and they get Elder Dragon. This is just completely not worth it. And he's about to die, too. Oh, no way. Yeah, how is this worth? Like, absolutely not worth it. I don't want to say he threw the game, but he could have been with us and we would have just won the game. Because we almost won the fight without him. We're not going to catch up to him, are we? Yeah. So I'm building towards my third item, is it? I think third item. Or fourth item, I don't know. Oh, it's fourth item. I already have Crown of the Shattered Queen. So I'm building towards my fourth item right now. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to farm jungle as much as I can. And now, of course, we're trying to cheese them again by just one-shotting someone again. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find someone that gets close enough to me where we just immediately one-shot them. Just no chance. Where I waited for his third ability. Let me tell you my idea right here. I thought it was only Fizz and Nunu. I just got one shot again, by the way. So my idea was I wanted to bait his third ability. After that, I will flash Proto Belt on top of him, one-shot him, and ult. But before I was able to reach them, someone grabbed me by my hair and just pulled me back. Like, you ain't touching my Fizz. Whoa, how much true damage was that? But yes, that's what it felt like. I just got pulled back and then Fizz just one-shot me. Now I said, you know, to my team to just communicate with them, I said, I'm not gonna try to go in like that anymore. So I told them, like, I wanna go in after Set. No, I don't know if the Set is actually gonna listen to me. But honestly, he shouldn't be split pushing anymore, even though his split pushes have been decent, I guess. Oh, that's a one-shot. I don't know what he was doing. I have no idea. Don't even ask, that's just a complete int. That could be a one-shot too, the Kalista. But I have to go on. Yeah. Protobot? Oh, she flashed, okay. Nice flash. If she didn't flash, she would have been dead. I mean, I don't even know what I'm trying to do here, but... Look at that damage, I'm doing nothing to him. This is nerfed Urgot, by the way. Can you actually imagine the old Urgot against Ekko? Mind you, the two games that I showed you guys, by the way, this is not a showcase, again, of how good my Ekko is or like, anything like that. It's honestly mostly fun and educational. And I feel like this really hits the bell in a good way. Because we still have like 8 more minutes to go for this game. Who's gonna win, right? Like, that's the question. Who's gonna win this game? Are we gonna be able to do it? Or are we not? Oh, I was thinking about it. Clicking on that one. I was thinking about it. I can't kill him. He has third ability. He has Crown of the Shattered Queen. He has everything. I just can't kill him. That Fizz. Impossible. 5 items though. 5 items. I don't know what this Ezreal will do. I love how the Nunu gets back to full HP when he uses his first ability. Every time he uses that first ability, he just gets back to full HP. As you can see, I've only done like 900 damage with my Electrocute. Absolute horrible rune this game. First strike would have been a million times better. Million times. I learned that this game, basically. To be honest, I should have ulted, not Protobelt, because ult cooldown is only 25 seconds. Protobelt is like 50 seconds, so I should have saved my Protobelt. I should have just used ult, because my ult would have already been almost up right now. It would have been like an 8-second cooldown right now. So like, don't be afraid to just ult late game if you're about to take any significant damage. You just want to make sure you don't die. You need to remember, your ult is on such a low cooldown, you can just honestly spam it as much as you want. Again, I'm picking Set here, telling him that I really would love him to join the fight, right? But of course, it's gonna be up to him if he wants to do it or not. Morgana just nearly got one shot. Okay, that's an Alistar ult, so he's not gonna have it soon. Oh, and we get exhausted. It's impossible. Like, oh, I just got exhausted. But it's fine. I ulted away anyway. So like, she wasted an exhaust, which is a very important resource. I just used ult, and I have another ult in 7 seconds anyway. So now she's not gonna have exhaust anymore. Right? So it's fine for me. I'm completely ignoring the Urgot, just trying to go on the Nunu. Dude, what the hell? Where did my HP go? Actually, where did it go? Like, I honestly didn't know where it went. Was it Nunu's first ability and Fizz's first ability? Or was it just Fizz's first ability that just completely one-shot me? What the hell was that? There is like no counter to them. I just get one-shot. So you can see this is such a tragic game for Ekko. Even though Ekko is so strong right now, in most games you can just carry, there's also gonna be games like this where you just feel like you cannot do anything. Look at that Nunu, man. It's every time crazy to see how he's healing up to full HP every time. That's a kill, right? Yeah, nice. We have such a good late game comp though. I mean, look at our comp. Besides Ekko... Oh, this is where I went for Guardian Angel. Yep. This is where I went for Guardian Angel. My team is actually doing fine. Yes? Wait, we can end the game. Yeah, we can end the game. Just push the mid lane, or I mean just go to top side. We can just end the game. Oh, they're all... Kalista is alive, but I can just one-shot her. I mean, Kalista is not gonna defend the game. Yeah, I mean... Oh. I got exhausted again. Ah, she's dead. We won the game. I said... So, can you imagine if I went for Guardian Angel a bit earlier this game? I would have actually been able to play this game. And this game... Bit of an anticlimactic ending, right? But this game was very interesting because you could see how even an Ekko can just get completely shut down by the enemy. I honestly just got hard carried by my... Well, I did do well. Up until like a certain point where I was just not able to engage anywhere. But you can see, honestly, beautiful team. All of my teammates just played so well. But I just thought this would be an entertaining game to show to you guys. So thank you all so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.